Today is, what is today? It's February what, 4th?
It
Gee,
is
the
5th.
It is the 5th. It's
Thursday.
Thursday, isn't it?
Yes.
Today is Thursday. I lose track if I blink. If I blink, I forget what day it is.
I know. Thursday, February the 5th. Thank you so much for being with us.
And this is Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us.
Yes, I just said that.
Right, you just said that. My name is Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best.
Okay.
We're glad to have you with us.
Ah, yes, indeedy.
Yes.
Glad to have you with us. Start your day off. You know, our program, if you miss something, if you blink, and forget what day it is, yeah, we run this again at noon o'clock and then again at 5:30 in the p.m.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
Right.
Thank you for being with us. And on today's show, we have a great interview.
Who's today's show?
Today, we have another gentleman from the University of Mount Olive talking about their fine arts department.
Oh, they're fine.
They are fine.
Their arts department, or fine arts department, is a fine department.
I believe it's Dr. William Ford is on today.
Bill Ford,
and he is talking about how having this new fine arts department has really changed and evolved and how it's really affecting the growth of that department. So stay with us on that today.
University of Mount Olive continues to grow exponentially.
That is for sure.
It is a fantastic school of higher learning. It is.
It is. What you got?
Well, I have today's things here. I don't know what you call these, but these are, it makes it a special day. Today is Adlai Stevenson Day.
It's who?
Adlai Stevenson.
Adlai Stevenson?
Well, never mind.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I think he passed away in the 60s.
Okay.
Okay, but anyway, some people remember him. Today is Move Hollywood and Broadway to Lebanon, PA Day.
Who made that?
I don't know what's in Lebanon.
Me either.
I'm not even sure where Lebanon, Pennsylvania is.
Me either. And why would we do that?
I have no idea, but today is the day that you would want to do that. Today is also Weather Person's Day, or Weatherman's Day. Today is Western Monarch Day and World Nutella Day.
Ooh, Nutella.
Did you see, you know, Nutella is kind of a jelly spread.
It's not jelly, it's like chocolate cocoa kind
yeah,
of
like
stuff.
a cocoa kind of stuff, yeah.
It's like chocolate, it's like peanut butter spread.
It's kind of like a peanut butter spread.
Yes,
I understand.
but it's chocolate.
But chocolatey. And there was a lady somewhere in the world,
yes.
I think she was in Europe, who named her newborn baby.
Not Nutella.
Nutella. And it went to court, and the judge said, you cannot name your baby Nutella, because just think of all the teasing she'll have when she gets older and she's in school and everything.
That's like naming their child Tide or something. I mean, why would you do that?
That's a clean name.
Yes, it's a clean name. Springtime.
Of course, every time you got a full moon, you start moving out to sea.
Yeah, you went there.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
I didn't mean to go there. Anyway.
Well, guess what's coming up?
What's coming up?
On February the 12th, I believe it's a Thursday.
Oh, yeah.
At 7 o'clock, I think, p.m., Goldsboro's very own American Idol finalist, Majesty Rose, is having her very first concert at the Paramount.
Wow. Woo.
It is, and the tickets are flying out the door.
I bet they are.
I mean flying out the door. I hope it's not sold out yet. I mean, for her sake, I hope it does sell out. Feel quite sure it will.
Yeah,
but it is Thursday, February the 12th at 7 p.m. at the Paramount. You can find out more about it, and you can get some tickets. They're $10 each by going to GoldsboroParamount.com. You can find Majesty on Facebook. You can find more information about her at the Paramount Theater. But I'm telling you, we had a little snippet from her concert that she did for us a while back, and it was great. She just heard her guitar is what we heard, but she's going to actually have a 5 to 7 piece band backing her up at the concert. But we are thrilled for her.
You know, she is just such a nice person.
Isn't she?
You want to be around this young lady because she is just so calm. She's so together. She is just
she's a very laid-back type of girl, isn't she?
Yeah, that's the word I was
But
looking
extremely talented.
Extremely talented, very personable.
For sure. You'll enjoy the concert.
Sweet girl. She
$10 per ticket.
Can't beat that.
That's right.
And like you say, get your tickets now. Go to GoldsboroParamount.com. You can get tickets there. GoldsboroParamount.com, because I feel certain that it's going to.
I'm quite sure that it'll sell out.
Oh.
And you can't beat $10. My goodness.
No, you can't. No, you can't. Can't beat that. That's great.
That's right. No, go ahead.
No, I'm waiting on you.
Oh, let's see. What have we got?
Okay. Well, if you don't,
we'll on February 26th, Stage Struck Children's Theater. starts their very first spring performance with Les Mis.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Isn't that that's kind of tough?
Serious and
yeah. For
tough
stage
content, but they're
Yeah.
doing the school version, the edited version. But yes, they will. That show starts the 26th, and it'll run through that whole entire weekend. Stage Struck Children's Theater. I'm sure they'll do a fine job.
Well, they're very talented young people.
Yes, they are.
They are very talented.
It's a great program.
They can handle it. It is.
Is it
All
time
right,
to go to our
it's
interviews?
time to go to the interviews.
All right, so stay with us.
Let's go. Our guest in the studio today, we have back with us today, Mick O'Donnell. Mick is with us today. How you doing, Mick?
Fine.
Thanks for being here. And Lieutenant Colonel Dwayne Keener, thank you for being here, sir. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well as well.
Reasonably so.
Reasonably so, okay. We want to talk about what we talked about last year, and that was a program called Retirees on Call, or R.O.C., R-O.C.
Yep.
First of all, tell us what R.O.C. is. Explain that.
Retirees on Call, or R.O.C.Seymour, is a program that primarily is designed to help the kids on active duty who no longer can rely on certain actions because of economic cuts or sequestration cuts and things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We babysit, we run a taxi service to the airport, we'll bring in home cooked meals if somebody needs it. If somebody needs to talk, we'll talk with that. Just about anything that needs to be done, we'll give a shot at.
So you offer, with R.O.C., Retirees on Call, you have retirees who help and assist and actually become almost like a part of the family.
Absolutely.
And for all intents and purposes, you adopt these young people.
Yep.
Or they don't necessarily have to be young, it could be anybody. It could be somebody his age. No offense.
Absolutely. We even do plumbing,
I'm sorry.
electrical work,
Okay.
everything like that.
Okay. Plumbing, if they need help with that, if they need help with a recipe, if they,
Absolutely.
you mentioned babysitting, if they have children and they have to run out somewhere for something.
Or if they run out to get something and one of the kids gets sick when they're waiting to get in the checkout line, all they need to do is call us and say, hey, I need to get such and such, can you help me? And we'll run out and get it for them.
Chaplain Keener, this is almost too good to be true. How long have you been with this organization or this group?
Well, Mick and I had the conversation about a year and a half ago about this, and Mick came to me and asked what he and other retirees could do for our military personnel, and I put it back on him to think about what could retirees do, reminding him of the wealth of information and experience that they have and resources in the community. And then Mick came back to me with the idea. And probably about a year ago, about January, we kicked off the program officially. So it's been just a little over a year.
I'm reminded of the what is it, the SCORE, the older business people who are retired who help young people in business and that sort of thing. You're helping military people because when they first get in the military, chaplain, if I'm not mistaken, there are some times that they have a hard time adjusting.
Absolutely.
And they have a hard time finding their way about, particularly when they move to new bases or they're deployed.
Yes. Many of them are just teenagers, still 18, 19 years old. And they're getting acclimated to the Air Force, they're getting acclimated to the community. And with a resource like R.O.C.Seymour, it's just an easy phone call to ask where to find resources that they need. And plus the military experience that R.O.C. has to help them mentor them, help them get acclimated.
Now, Mick, I know this is mainly at Seymour Johnson now because that's where we are.
Right.
But now, if you look at the badges that are behind us on the wall here, this covers all bases. It's not just Air Force. We're looking at all military bases. Now, how big has this become?
Well, right now it's still in initial stages. I've contacted all of the 9th Air Force bases. Very shortly, I will get in touch with 12th Air Force, which will clump together Air Combat Command, and as a result of one of the contacts I made for an ACC base, we're also going to end up dealing with Air Materiel Command. So it's got the potential to go anywhere within the Air Force, and for that matter of fact, anywhere within the Department of Defense.
Anywhere within the Department of Defense, so regardless of Air Force, Coast Guard, Marine, Army, Navy, covering all the bases here, no pun intended.
Okay.
I didn't really mean to do that, but that's okay. You know, that's what we're here for, right?
Absolutely.
To inform. Now, there has to be some cost somewhere. Is there a cost somewhere to somebody on this?
Minimal.
Minimal.
If, for instance, if somebody has some plumbing work that requires parts, we go take a look at it, say, you're going to need this and this. Go to wherever they
One of the big box stores.
One of the big box stores and get it and give us a call as soon as you get it, and we'll have somebody over and fix it. But one of the thoughts that I mentioned to the chaplain in the beginning is I want this to be done, for lack of a better word, on the cheap.
Well, I can understand that.
Because,
I understand that.
you know, the young group today doesn't have the resources necessarily that some of the retirees do. And why not pay them back?
Well, and I see what's happening. Let's say if a spouse is deployed overseas somewhere, and the other spouse is at home with the kids, and he doesn't know how to change spark plugs in the car, or he doesn't know how to change the diaper or wash the clothes, then he can call R.O.C.
Absolutely.
Or she can call R.O.C. It's just whatever. And I can understand that if there's a problem with the plumbing or the electricity, they're going to need the parts anyway. So they would have to get the parts anyway.
Right. And we even run a taxi service to and from the airport for when hubby is deployed or when honey is deployed. Often the spouse who remains behind is going to go home and see mom and dad. And if they have kids, mom and dad expect them to come and bring their grandkids. So we'll drive them to the airport and deposit them, and when they come back in, all they have to do is give us a text message.
You deposit them, that's good.
And,
I like it. Did you catch that?
And pick them up when they arrive back and drive them home, and you know, it's the least we can do.
Chaplain, having about a year and a half into this now, I know that you and Mick and the others have discussed what your goals, long-range goals will be. Where would you like to see this in the next 5 to 10 years?
I would love to see it at least go Air Force wide at a minimum. But really, this is a program that is user-friendly wherever there are retirees and military personnel. So worldwide is acceptable to me.
That would be good. And if we happen to hit another planet, that would be fine too, right? Okay.
And we've already gotten publicity for the Army and Navy. Had an article in the Air Force Times, the Army Times, and the Navy Times.
I saw the Air Force Times. I didn't realize they were in the others as well.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, all right. Well, here's hoping and praying that we can make this work across the entire branch of the Air Force and perhaps even into the other branches as well. So now there's a number on the screen there, and there's also a website that's 580-0007 in the 919 area code. And tell me what that website is there. I'm having trouble seeing that.
It's www.R.O.C.Seymour, S-E-Y-M-O-U-R, .wordpress.com.
Okay, R.O.C.Seymour WordPress, R.O.C.Seymour.wordpress.com.
Right.
And I believe that actually the www truncates, it drops off at some point. So just R.O.C.Seymour.wordpress.com. And Mick O'Donnell and Lieutenant Colonel Dwayne Keener, chaplain at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. How long have you been in the Air Force there, Lieutenant Colonel?
23 years.
20. Oh, you've started to like it then, haven't you?
I have. I am prior enlisted. I did that for 6 years. I was a defender in the Air Force.
Right.
And then I got out and started my training to be a chaplain and came back in 10 years later.
All right.
And now I've been in 17 years as a chaplain.
And you have been deployed, I'm sure.
I have been deployed. I've been to both Afghanistan and Iraq. Spent about 7 months in Afghanistan, actually ministering to soldiers in the forward operating bases. And then in Iraq, I got to be in Baghdad area. So those were two amazing deployments.
Oh, I'm sure. I'm sure. Well, thank you for your service. Where's home for you? Where are you from?
I'm born and raised in Long Shoals, North Carolina.
All the way from Long Shoals, huh?
Gastonia, Charlotte area.
Right.
Yes, sir.
All right.
So, but I left there when I was barely 18.
All
I
right.
joined the Air Force.
Wet behind the ears still.
That's right.
Yeah, right.
So I was one of those young ones that needed R.O.C.Seymour at the time that
Right.
did not have that resource.
All right, R.O.C.Seymour, retirees on call. Lieutenant Colonel, thank you for your service, sir. Thank you very much. Mick, I know you're retired from the military, so thank you for your service as well,
Thank
sir.
you.
Thank you very much. And again, that number 580-0007 if you need help at all. And you can go to the website at rocseymour.wordpress.com. All right, thanks a lot, fellas.
Thank you.
Today we have our guest in the studio, Davin Madden, and he's going to talk to us this morning about a couple of things here. How you doing?
Doing great, Wayne. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Good to have you with us as always. Davin, I want to talk about the flu and ask you a couple of questions about that because still the middle of winter and people are still becoming sick, coming down with the flu. The flu vaccine, there have been a lot of questions about that. Is the flu vaccine effective?
It is. The thing that you're seeing a lot right now with the flu, where you're seeing some spike in cases, has primarily been because of a mutation of the influenza A H3N2 version. And even though the current vaccine out of the CDC has the part of that H3N2 version, the mutated version is not going to be met with the vaccine like the normal version is. And so, with some people are being exposed to this mutated version, and right now it's a high percentage of people that are getting sick. When they're doing the typing on the people, it's actually the mutated strain of the influenza A H3N2.
Okay, are we in danger still? If I mean, is it any more than we would normally be?
Well, we're always in danger when it comes to flu season. You know, like I said, we're so used to it every year that, you know, sometimes I know we handle it lightly, but it's still important to get your vaccine. It's not too late to get your vaccine. Even though we are kind of riding on the peak of flu season, as I noted that the normal peak season for us is usually around January, late January, but this year it actually peaked a little early in late December. And also in the southeast part of the United States, we actually see flu season kind of onset a little earlier than any other part of the nation. We don't really know why, but that's something that we encounter. And the main thing is you know, we always go in about the normal precautions to try to prevent yourself from having flu, and that's, you know, hand washing.
Right.
Try to wash your hands as frequently and often as possible. You know, avoid close contact with people that may be symptomatic, coughing or sneezing. You know, try not to watch how you know, the things you handle, surface contacts. But yes, getting the vaccine is key, especially if you have high risk persons that you're around, like such as infants less than 6 months old or elderly people. They're at a higher risk. Pregnant women, somebody who's immune compromised. I mean, these are people that have if they were to contract the flu, a much higher chance of having adverse effects, more severe adverse effects. So, you know, good to have be vaccinated if you're around a caretaker or a provider of care for any of the following people, or have them in your home or in your place of business.
So you said the peak time of the season has started early this year. Does that mean that the flu season will be ending early for us?
Well, not necessarily. It's just about really the number of people that is this. In the surveillance sites, we have surveillance sites across North Carolina that look at ILIs, influenza-like illnesses, the number of reported cases, and also a certain percentage of those randomly sampled are sent off to the lab for testing, and they come back showing us what type of influenza they are, B, A, and the specific notation, whether it's an H this or A in that. And so what they do is when they see a peak, they're seeing all of a sudden surge in the number of reported cases and positively tested cases.
Okay, so it's not too late to get our flu shots.
Not too late.
And the flu shot is safe.
Safe.
And the flu shot can be gotten at the health department.
A lot of places, yeah. Health department is one of the places. You know, your primary provider, your care provider. You know, you can get the flu shot in a lot of locations now. But the main thing is to get a flu vaccine.
Get the flu vaccine.
Make sure your family gets a flu vaccine.
Can you get the flu from the flu vaccine?
No.
And that's because?
The virus that's actually in the standard flu vaccine is actually not a live virus.
So the purpose of the vaccine is to get your body to react to it.
Your body's immune system says, hey, I see this foreign stuff here, and it knows what it is, so it starts creating an antibody, basically, to a resistance effect. And so when it sees the actual stuff, it goes right after it.
So in the simplest form, that's what's happening.
Yeah, it tries to knock it out before it spreads too far in your body.
Good. All right. We've been talking about the flu with our health director here, Davin Madden. Davin, thank you.
Thank you, Wayne.
And we're back on Wayne Goldsboro Television. Thank you for being with us. This is a Thursday, by the way. It's the 5th of the month, of whatever
Yes,
the month
it
is.
is.
If you're keeping up with
February.
that. Yeah, February, that's right. If you're keeping up with that sort of thing. February is also Black History Month.
Yes.
And
Human Relations Month.
And Human Relations Month.
That's right.
On Tuesday mornings, most Tuesday mornings at the Senior Center at 2101 East Ash Street, on Tuesday mornings they have show and tell with many interesting contributions by seniors. You can imagine. On Tuesday, February 24th, show and tell will be dedicated to celebrating Black history. You're invited to come in wearing your favorite African attire. Okay?
Nice.
Wear your favorite African attire, bring in memorabilia or any other item that relates to Black History Month or Black history that you would like to share with everyone. Show and tell on Tuesday the 24th. Wear your African attire. The program starts at 10 a.m., goes till 11:30. The program free and open to the public. Everybody
wow.
can go, regardless of whether you're 60 or not.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. Want more information? Call Angela Garner, and her number is 919-731-1591. That's a new number. 731-1591. Angela.
Reminding you about the Interfaith Breakfast that will be taking place this Thursday, February 12th. Actually, that's next Thursday, isn't it? Yeah, next Thursday, February the 12th, 8 o'clock a.m., Herman Park Center.
Week from today.
$7.50 for your breakfast and a 1-hour program. Go ahead and RSVP no later than Tuesday, next Tuesday, February the 10th. We would like to invite you to come and be a part of that annual Interfaith Breakfast.
Yeah, and you get to pick the part of which you want to be a part of.
Do you? And that is, of course, a collaboration effort between the county, the city, and Seymour Johnson Air Force Base.
That's what I was going to say.
Is that what you were saying?
Today is Hammer and Hank Aaron's birthday. Woo! Go Hammer and Hank Aaron. Yeah, Atlanta Braves. Yeah. All right. Anyway, he's 80 today.
Wow.
Yeah. 80.
Good for him.
Good for him is right. Michael Sheen, the actor, is 45. Tim Meadows, the actor, 53. Laura Linney is 50. You remember her?
I do.
You know her?
I do.
Who is she?
I don't know.
I don't either.
I remember the name.
I know you do. Jennifer Jason Leigh
Nope.
is having a birthday. She's 52. Barbara Hershey,
Yes.
66. Talented lady. Allison Hammond is 39. Diego Serrano is 41. Christopher Guest,
Do we know him?
I think we do.
But we're not sure how.
I think we do. Anyway, 66. And Sarah Foster. I had to go to a news source for my birthdays. And they don't know anything about anybody
They
except
don't?
how old they are. Yeah,
Well, my goodness.
yeah. And you know what? I think Hank Aaron's 81 today. He's not 80. He's 81. They're wrong. Okay?
All right.
Anyway, there you go. That's
How about
birthdays
that?
for today.
Well, this Friday is the deadline for the Let's Go to Wintergreen Resort.
Oh, boy.
So today's Thursday. They go tomorrow. So give them a call if you haven't already registered, if you want to participate. And the Daddy-Daughter Annual Dance is taking place Friday, February the 13th. Next Friday, Herman Park Center from 6 until 8 p.m. The fee is, what's that say, $7?
The fee says, that looks like a phone number.
No.
Oh, the one just above that.
Yeah.
It's $7
per
$7.
ticket.
That's right.
$7 per young lady you would like to take to the Daddy-Daughter Dance held at Herman Park. And they have a great, great time. They have refreshments, and they play games, and of course they have live music. They have all kinds of fun things happening and make lots of memories at the Daddy-Daughter Dance. Oh, they have a photo booth this year.
Oh.
That'll be fun.
What is that?
It's like a little booth where you get in with your dad or your friends, and you can just take pictures. You know, they print out the little tiny strip of pictures.
Yeah, oh, that's
yeah, they're
fun.
gonna have a fun photo
And
booth.
you can get in there, you make faces and all kinds of stuff. You know, well, yeah, all kinds
Yes,
of
you
stuff.
can.
Yes, you can.
What else you got?
All right, well, let's see. I've got a bunch of stuff from the Senior Center because they have so many things going on
Yes,
over
they
there
do.
all the time.
Yes, they do. And I've got W.A. Foster scheduled with me today.
You do?
I do.
You
Let's
do?
see. Today is the
5th?
5th.
Yeah.
Well, this doesn't look like it works.
Okay.
The 5th. Nope.
Well, let's talk about Valentine's Day.
Yeah, why not?
Okay, well, okay. I don't know if we're going to have time for me to get into this because it's a little, let's do this.
Guess what? It's time to go.
We'll do this next week. We're going to talk
Yes,
about
we
Valentine's
will.
Day next week, okay? All right.
Thank you for being with us today.
Yeah, we had a good time. Hope you did too. We'll do it again tomorrow. How's that? So for Wayne Goldsboro Television, I am Wayne Alley.
And I'm Kim Best, and this is what's happening in your community.